Hello everyone! I'm Marina and that's Sakramel School, and I'm glad to welcome you on my YouTube channel. Ombre is a smooth gradient from one color to another, and I want to share with you 3 simple ways how it can be done by any nail tech. But at the same time so that it looks clean, without any dots, without a border, smooth and beautiful. There are actually lots of ways to create ombre, with a sponge, using air puffing, and an airbrush. But today I will demonstrate working with a brush. An important point is the combination of colors of gel polishes, as well as their density and consistency, because it's not so easy to make the transition with the ones that thicken on air. In my work, I will demonstrate gel polishes of various brands. But before we start practicing, subscribe to the channel. Subscribed? So let's get into it. The first thing to start with is choosing the right color scheme. And a color wheel will help me with this. It's a special tool not only for nail techs, but also for all those who deal with color. For example, designers, colorists, and so on. First, we can see primary shades: red, blue, yellow, mixed secondary ones, green, violet, orange, and tertiary, more complex color combinations: violet blue, violet red, and so on. A link to the digital color wheel will be in the description box below. So you don't have to buy such a color wheel, you can just go on a special website and there you can twist and turn it online. And in order to make ombre transitions the simplest and smoothest, I recommend choosing colors that stand on the same line, or the ones that stand next to each other, or through, for example, 1 or 2 squares. So your transition will be the smoothest and easiest. I don't recommend mixing contrast shades, those that stand opposite each other, for example blue and orange. If you take these 2 shades, then in the middle you get a dirty shade. And in order to make such a transition, you need to take an intermediate color, for example blue, after this purple, for example, or pinkish, and only then get to orange. This transition will look smoother. Now I'll show you an example. This is a transition from blue to orange, where the assistant color was pink. The first method I want to show you is a longitudinal gradient. For example, as in this case, the transition from green to yellow. This gradient is easy to perform with any colors and gel polishes. I will be using white on IQ 120 and Nail Passion in Fragrant Bergamot. First, I apply a white shade on one half of the nail and green on the second half. I wring out the brush inside the bottle so that it's dry. Now I make a zigzag move so that the colors could mix one into another. And after that, with a brush from the bottle, I will perform long moves from the cuticle to the free edge. First along the middle, then a little to the left, and through the middle a little to the right. After that, I pull the cuticle well and form a straight line under it. Take a look. In just a few moves, we got a smooth transition. Now send it to the lamp to cure. Before getting the brush into the bottle, wipe it off on a lint-free tissue and apply a second layer. If you think there's not enough white, you can apply it a bit more than a half. Green on the other half, making zigzag moves. I mix it in the middle. If the original brush from the bottle is too hard for this, you can use any other additional brush. Oval, for example. I really like the results. I trim off the cuticle and put it in a lamp to cure. I will cover it up with a non-IQ, non-tacky top coat. If just in case you don't really like your gradient, you can always decorate it with some glitter. Choose the finest one. And I will attach the glitter to a thick rubber base. Apply a medium layer. The base will hold the glitter better than the top coat. and really generously sprinkle our nail with glitter. I send it to the lamp to cure for 1 minute and remove the remaining glitter with a stiff brush. I actively move the brush so that not a single glitter falls off a client during the wear. The second method is a dry ombre. When you built in wet gel polish into a sticky layer of the previous color coat. So let me show you now. I apply the color on the entire nail plate. In order for the color to be dense on the nail, we apply 2 layers. But now, in order not to waste time, I apply only one and cure it. I will paint the gradient using pink. Note that these 2 shades stand next to each other in the color wheel. Pink is a pastel shade of red and orange. Respectively, they will go well with each other. I apply this pink color near the cuticle very generously and pull it down a little. And for this transition, I will be using my Rublev brush number 5, which is also called a comb. And now, I pull the border with gentle moves towards myself. I even can get a little higher. The brush is lying down. And now, I even out the border with patting moves. Now press. So I build in one color into another and send it to cure. I bet you agree that this technique is very simple, but mind that not all the shades of gel polishes are suitable. Therefore, before doing it on the clients, make sure to prepare some samples from which the client can already choose the option they like. And another color combination in this technique is pink and light green. These 2 shades stand opposite each other in a color wheel. They are contrast, and the gradient will turn out dirty. But thanks to the dry technique, we can perform such a transition, and it will look pretty good. And again, I will offer you a decor option. I will use this translucent confetti. It's really trendy now. I will attach them to the tacky layer of the color code and send them to the lamp to cure. Now, so that the confetti doesn't fall off, we will cover them up with a thick On IQ base. I can turn the client's nail so that the base could level. Send it to cure. And now let's do it the following way. I cover this tip with a glossy top and the one with the design with a matte one. Really quick and simple gradients, but make sure to test your colors on how well they mix. So now we have come to the third, more complex method. This technique is called wet ombre. For this one, I will be using this brush. There is no name on it. I really like it. Once I got it, my gradients have transformed. Painting them has become very quick and easy. We are going to do pastel transitions. Those are the colors that contain white pigment in their composition. For example, purple with blue, purple with pink, pink with pastel orange, and so on. Due to the pastel tones, you can paint the gradients very quickly, with no problem. Beautix 318 and On IQ 027. I apply this blue shade near the cuticle on 1/3 of the nail. And on the second third, I will apply a thinner layer of a purple shade. With a brush, I mix a blue shade with a purple one at a slight angle of 45 degrees. Clean the brush. I always keep a tissue with a dehydrator next to me. And after that, go from the blue shade in small stitches, about 2 to 3 millimeters each. I begin to pull it down. The transition is practically not noticeable, since the shades are pastel and easily mix with each other. Now send it to cure. and apply a second layer by the same principle. If you want, you can apply less blue and more purple, for example. I mix blue with purple, clean the brush, and then get the blue shade to the purple one in small stitches. The angle is approximately 30 to 45 degrees. The most important thing is to make small stitches. If you see that the surface is uneven, you can put the brush perpendicularly and slightly tap the surface, so that these lines could disappear. Now the next pair, purple plus pink. Pink and turquoise. Turquoise and blue. Want to see more complex transitions? Then give this video a thumbs up. If you support this video, I will show you how to do the gradient using 5 colors. Now let's decorate our tips. We will cover the first with a glossy top. The second one we will cover with a matte one. By the way, a matte top allows you to hide any imperfections in the gradient. So if something didn't work out as planned, cover the nails with a matte top. On the third one, we will sprinkle some glitter again. I'm using a thick base, and this tip we will stamp with a holographic foil. It looks really beautiful, just like a pearl of a shell. With the matte side, I press it tightly to the tacky surface and lift it. Now cover it with a glossy top. Apply it generously with a slight alignment, so that the foil holds on until the next correction. In my opinion, the gradients turned out amazing. Super quick and smooth. They will suit any outfit your client may wear, and due to the various top coats and effects, we managed to get so many ombre designs. Here are the results that we've got using different gradient techniques. Please write in the comments which of the ombre designs you like the most. I know that in the process of doing ombre designs, you face a number of issues. You can leave all of your questions in the comments, and I will gladly answer them. Turn on notifications so not to miss my new videos. Success in your work! Bye bye!